Hello and welcome to the Just Do It Dewey Brothers podcast. This is season 6, episode, I'm going to guess 11, Eric, or is it 12?
Well, you're bad at guessing, Alex, because it's episode 12.
Well, unfortunately, that's going to make the cut because this is a no-edit podcast. No frills, off the cuff, all the bloopers right in here for your listening pleasure.
Alex, we've been doing this long enough where we don't need edits. We are too good.
That's right. All the awkward pauses, they're gonna be in the podcast, Eric. Nothing we can do about it.
Alex, that's not awkward. That's what we call, and I quote, a dramatic pause.
Okay, your pause cut out, but I knew what you were saying. You were going for pause. Oh, mine cut out too.
No, it was more like this. Pause.
Nope, still cuts out, Eric.
Oh,
this is not
Alex,
not
we really
good radio.
Are doing good for our fans, but no. All right. So think about this in like an octave higher and with a whole lot of drama. Pause.
Oh my gosh, Eric! I thought about it. That was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It brought tears to both my eyes.
Mm-hmm. You know, not just anyone is a master of the pause.
It was like I was cutting onions, Eric. It was like I had seen Calculon himself in all my circuits.
So, you know what they say, Alex, and this is what they all say.
What do they say?
Poddin' is nothing without the pausin'. And
that's true.
Our podcast is one of the greats. It's going to go down in the history of daytime television. So, come on, Young and the Restless.
Red wine pairings.
And of course. So you're going to be drinking your red wine, watching Days of Our Lives, and just think, you know what's better than this? The Just Do It Dewey Brothers podcast. So, Alex, I got a hot and spicy main topic for you.
Eric, what is our... I'm going to go out on a limb here and say future Emmy-nominated main topic.
I'm talking about hair receivers, man.
Hair receivers?
Yeah. It's a small pot, typically made of ceramic, bronze, or crystal, with a hole in the lid, kept on the dressing table in the Victorian era to store hair removed from brushes and combs.
Oh, I don't often have bunnies trapped in my brushes and combs, but you know, when you're combing the lawn out every morning, the wildlife, it gets in there.
Mm-hmm. That is, I mean... Alex, when's the last time you got a good fresh haircut?
Last time I saw Gina.
All right. So, obviously, the mane is getting wild and crazy. Do you have a hair receiver on your bed, or are you letting those loose babies just go everywhere?
Oh, I let my loose beard hairs run free under the sheets. It is terrifying.
Oh man, so
I wake up and I see little head hairs, you know, every once in a while a mustache curl. Just all up in my pillow.
I get it. You don't have wool sheets, but you want something scratchy like wool sheets. So you just sort of leave your hair.
The felt isn't scratchy enough.
Mm-hmm. I can agree there. But Alex, back in the day, do you know what they were using the hair for? Like,
what were they using their hair receivers for?
Every once in a while you'd have to empty out your hair receiver like a good piggy bank. So you'd you pop off the top, empty out your hair, and you could use it for fun. So there's a thing called rats, which was used to bulk out women's hairstyles. Very neat, very cool. And then human hair was also used for stuffing pin cushions and small furnishing cushions.
Well, that is pretty neat.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think so. The old Victorian era, they were the OG reduce, reuse, recycle kind of people.
Oh yeah, you're not just letting that sort of extra hair go to waste for sure.
No, I mean, like, Alex, you go to the hair salon and like, what are they doing with their hair?
I assume throwing it in the garbage.
And that's just gonna go into the landfill and decompose, or it goes to, you know, their like child's like I don't know, play box, and the kids just start munching on hairs, which we've all been there. We've all munched a hair.
It's not tasty, Eric. It is not part of a delicious, nutritious diet.
It is not light beer and Pop-Tarts, to say the least.
Exactly. Light beer and Pop-Tarts are where it's at. That is a nutritionally complete breakfast. Although I hear if they drop from 9, if they had 11 back in the day, now they're down to 9 vitamins and
Oh
minerals.
my gosh, dude!
If they drop down to 7, we might be in trouble. We might have to supplement that with something.
If they drop down to 7, I don't know if I could survive. Like, make it through the day, you know?
I mean, that's already a match made in heaven. What other pairing besides light beer and Pop-Tarts could you add to that?
Alex, it might be a little early for a message from our sponsor, but Big Rose, part of your healthy breakfast, supplementing the 2 vitamins and minerals that we leached out of the Pop-Tarts packaging.
Alrighty, exactly. That's you figured it out. So back to hair, reducing, reusing, and recycling. What if I have a Mexican hair receiver that doesn't have a lid and I have to smash it open to get the hair? Is that still okay?
Oh, I mean, obviously that's okay.
Okay.
It's just, I mean,
it's not very reusable.
No. I was gonna say I expect you to either glue it together or sort of use the hair that you had to like weave a little crochet like holder to put all the chips back together.
Gotcha.
And then you would use your hair to fix your hair receiver, and it'd just be an endless cycle of hair sort of creating its own vessel to store hair, which is kind of wild.
I think there's a Chinese art in repairing things, but keeping the flaws in them from when they broke because of its majesty. But in this case, you're using hair.
I mean, I'm getting close to a haircut myself, so I don't know if I should let my hair just go out into the world and let some hairstylist hold on to it. I don't know why they would, but they could. And I don't know, like, what if they go around leaving my hair at crime scenes and then sort of frame me for possible murders?
That's what I would do. But more importantly, Eric, what level is your hair? Because my hair is just about eye level. I'm just getting my hair down into the brows. It's mingling with the eyebrow hair.
Alex, I have been past the brows for a while.
You're in full bandana territory.
Oh, we need hats and bandanas to keep the hair out of my eyes.
Well, that's not good, Eric. You know what else we need hats and bandanas for?
Looking cool.
That's right, looking cool in the rhyme zone. I think it's time we spit some fat bars for our poems, Eric.
That's fair. I will just want to add one little comment. I'm feeling like a full-blown anime protagonist with how long my hair is, Alex.
Ooh, that's pretty cool. What if you go Super Saiyan on your next poem? Mine is about another delicious way to get calories at the ski mountain. That's right, smoked kippers.
Ooh, I do like kippers. And I also like smoking, because that's how you stay fit and healthy on the ski slopes, folks. Just packs of smokes a day. That's the trick.
Beer and cigarettes win, I assume, Formula 1 races.
Or something like that.
Yeah. Definitely not physical exercise, that's for sure.
No, unnecessary.
What is your poem about this week, Eric?
Mine's just about the only thing that supplements the 7, I believe 9 minerals and vitamins, which is smoked fish, actually.
Oh wow, awesome! Mine, yeah, my kippers are also smoked. You want me to just drop this poem out real quick here though for you?
Yeah, dude, I think I could get behind that.
All right, this one's called Kippers. Oh, I love smoked kippers. Boy, they're fun to say. I eat them with my fingers every single day. Simply the meat with the most demand. They are the best treat in all of the land. I eat them on the lift. I eat them on the trail. I eat them so I'm swift, and they never let me fail. If you want to win a ski race, but you think you're screwed, shove that fish in your face, because kippers are your food. So, a little bit about getting energy, building it up.
Mm-hmm. Very Dr. Seuss in your rhyme scheme.
Oh, thank you. I was trying to get some Seussian action in there, because kippers are probably made up anyway.
I could hear the Seussian references. No.
All right, Nick, let's see what you got.
All right, so here we go. Nutritious and delicious. Something to get the juices flowing in the morning. Delicious without a warning. My breakfast wish is for endless smoked fish. Think outside the box. It's more than just logs. We have smoking techniques from the natives, and let's just say they get real creative. Fish strung up of all sizes, as sitting there as the smoke rises. We are drying up cods and salmons, so we aren't facing any famines. I'm ready for breakfast, and that's my wish. Maybe something. I don't know. I didn't finish it because in the true theme of breakfast and smoked fish and the indigenous people who were their culture taken very abruptly from the white man. The white man came and destroyed their culture. So naturally it hadn't been able to blossom to this true potential, just like my poem. It was cut down by the white man.
All right, I see. Interesting. I thought you also had a pretty Seussian rhyme scheme there. I thought you were going to end it on smoked fish. Yeah, one sort of like one fish, two fish, red fish, smoked fish. Yeah, exactly.
That's good. I could agree.
But then
with that.
you kept turning pages on me, Cat in the Hat style, Eric. And then you so abruptly ripped the last chapter out of your book in a poetic decision to highlight the injustices of the Pacific Northwesterners.
Exactly, Alex. My totem poles are strung up and they're burning down at the same time, mainly because of the wildfires out here that have no factor of global warming, because global warming is a hoax. I believe it's actually the ancient gods that are threatening us, and the Yowies are coming, not the Yowies. What are the Squatches? The Squatches are
there's
the
Squatches in that part of the woods.
The Squatches are the ancient gods that are burning us down, and they're the ones starting the forest fires. And that's all I had to say on that matter.
Eric, I don't want to like start any conspiracy theories here, but you know what wasn't around before the white man?
The forest fires?
Global warming.
That's true.
So I don't clearly, if we can get rid of the white man, we can get rid of global warming.
Huh. It makes you really wonder, like, maybe global warming is just a byproduct of our white man injustices.
This is the sort of literary and cultural dialogue you get when Alex decides not to edit a podcast, because both Alex and Eric are swamped. So, this isn't good. I get. Well, it's okay. We're gonna keep trudging along, Eric. We got to keep trudge plunging.
We are living in the swamp, and we are trudging
because
through it
of
now.
Global warming. Sorry, the elder gods being upset at us for the white man.
Yeah. I mean, I also can concur with the elder gods and say these white men, mainly these two Dewey bros, have gone too far.
That's it. They've burned too much carbon. The just do it crypto mining currency. It's not good, Eric. Our podcast. Maybe we're gonna have to cancel the podcast.
Hey, Dewey coin is up, Alex, and I'm not retiring until Dewey coin hits at least 1/100th of a penny.
You're right, Eric. I tell everyone I'm a millionaire as long as Dewey coin stays above 1/10,000th of a penny. So
actually take that back. We're getting topical with this one. 1/100th of a ruble.
Oh, ruble? Eric! Oh no!
Russian ruble.
News. Oh, I got bad news. Actually, Eric, that ties into questions from the internet. We got a question this week wondering how the PMS guys are doing, the Pimp My Skis guys. Knowing that. Yeah, the Pimp My Skis guys, Eric. Exactly. The Slovaks.
I know. They're in Slovenia, eh?
Exactly. And they got a problem in that all of their money was in rubles.
Oh, no.
So we want to know how, making sure they're okay, making sure their families are okay with the current events and all that stuff. The listeners wanted to know about the Pimp My Skis guys. In particular, their new model for the uphill downhill 2022.
Oh, like their new ski model?
Yeah, they're prototype. They come out. They're prototyping a new model. Did you see their YouTube videos, Eric? They're pretty cool.
Oh no, I'm out of the loop, man. I've been blacklisted from any Eastern European websites.
Oh,
I'm not exactly sure. I'm not exactly sure why, but they
was it all your illegal Dewey concentrating?
I think it may have been a lot of my Dew trade. So yeah, it's Alex, it's tough. You know, when you're a Dewey bro like me, fresh off the Dew tour, busting out Dewey rolls on the daily, only buying things with Dew bucks or Dew coin, if you will. It's
yeah, because Dew coin's the future.
Dew coin is the future, and I'm not backing down. If the future without Dew coin is a future I don't want to live in, and it's one with potentially no global warming, which of course means no white man. And
but it does have angry elder gods.
As us two white men can attest to, a future without global warming is a future.
It was at this point the Dewey brothers experienced what could be considered technical difficulties. They wished to let you know that you missed some awesome talk about the new Dewdrop Mark IVs, which are some bangin' skis by Pimp My Skis. Okay, Eric. After that technical issue,
definitely not an edit. No
definitely
edit.
Not. There's no edits here.
We would never do that.
We would never do that at all.
I call it a little splice and take.
Oh, the little splice and dice, if you will. We have one more question to answer on this week's podcast, Eric, and that is, inquiring dads want to know, if they speak French in France and Spanish in Spain, where do they speak Latin? P.S. Why is it called Latin America if they all speak Mexican?
You know, that raises some really, really thought-provoking questions. Honestly, I'm no etymologist, but I do like insects. So call me a special type of entomologist, because I'm the bug word man. And by that, I mean I am an etymologist, Alex. So This is where we get into it. Latin is one of those languages where you're like, what's going on here? It's everywhere, but at the same time, it's nowhere. Because do you know where nowhere is, Alex?
Eric, I'm going to be honest with you. I thought you said edibleologist, and then I just assumed you were studying pot brownies, and I lost you.
Someone's been sneaking in the supply. I got you, Alex. Okay. Well, Alex, it's Latvia. Latin, Latvia.
Latvia is where the Latin comes from. Dude, that checks out.
That's what
makes sense.
The only problem,
the Latins managed to conquer all of Europe at one point and give them the Romance languages, because it all comes back to Latin, which is spoken in Latvia.
Obviously. As for the Latino thing, that my mind gets a little boggled there. All right. Oh, excuse that belch. That was the words coming out of me, because I've been eating words already. Because, like I said, I'm an etymologist.
That's Eric, why are they called Latinos if they're in the Americas?
Simple. Because we call that part of the world Mexico, and Mexico rhymes with Latino. That's where the O comes from. And then there's also a large population of pigs. What do pigs speak? Pig Latin. So obviously,
Eric, I have to interrupt you here. You can't call Mexicans pigs, Eric. That's not okay.
No. I said
even if they speak pig Latin.
No. There's a lot of like the actual the pig down there. Like I said, I'm also an entomologist, which means I study pig-like insects. So,
okay, that's right. They got the pigalo down there.
In the rainforest down there.
They're full of pigalo.
The pigalos are coming, and they're everywhere, and they speak pig Latin. So
they're actually large pig-like insects.
When they can also taste quite hammy. But when the conquistadores arrived, they're like, "What's the deal with all these pigs?" And then they're like
Like
I know.
bugs. Pig like bugs. Pigs are from the old world.
You're right. Pig like bugs. They're like, this is so wild. They try to conversate with them, but similar to how the white man and global warming are hand in hand.
Same with the white man and the rapid destruction of the Piccolo native habitats.
Mm-hmm. So the no Latin was spoken, but the pig Latin, and then they were like, "Oh my gosh, look at all these crazy Latinos," because they worshipped the Piccolo. The Piccolo was a big part of their civilization.
Right. So, I mean, obviously, you have to, when you're trying to learn from the land and not cause global warming, you have to move with the Piccolo across the rainforest.
Obviously. That's also why they dedicated so many of those. They created all those temples in the rainforest because that
to the Piccolo.
It's to the Piccolo. Wow, we are talking about something.
All right, Eric. I think that answers that question pretty substantially.
Well,
you want to thank our sponsors?
Alex, no, because I have to bring up one other thing.
Okay.
We talked about it briefly in the first time we were discussing. We were talking about it the first time we were discussing this this question before.
No, there's no edits, Eric. I don't know what you're talking about. There's no technical difficulties and there's no edits.
Alex, Latinx. Where the Latinx's come from?
That's true. I thought it was because they were Mexican and they put their Mexican spin on Latinx.
Oh, because the X from Mexican came in there. Well, Alex, you're wrong. Because that was created by DMX, God rest his soul, who's dead now. The famous rapper. He said, "You know what? I'm better than everyone. I still speak Latin because I'm in touch with my heritage. I don't know what his heritage was, but it was Latvian. So, and then he's also like, I gotta throw my spin on this. I want everyone to have that X, just like Santana Champagne with the
DVX. Mm-hmm. Oh man, they got the Santana Champagne. But man, that's so crisp. All right, Eric, we gotta wrap this podcast.
They were getting the bubbly, the Latin America. I mean the Piccolo worshiping people were getting bubbly, and then they were the Santana DVX, the DMX. They added the X, and that's why they are Latinos.
Wow, Eric, I think we accidentally, in our no-edit special, created another conspiracy theory special. Well, this has been Just Do It, episode 12, season 6 of Just Do It, a Dewey Brothers podcast. Let's thank those sponsors. I forgot that part.
Yes, we do. We do have to thank sponsors. I would like to thank the Missing 2 vitamins and minerals from Pop-Tarts, creating a now somewhat less balanced breakfast.
All right, Eric, I got to talk about this podcast is brought to you by the Piccolo, supplying all of the things you need, unlike Pop-Tarts, the Piccolo.
Of course, we couldn't have done it without one of our many alcoholic brand deals, starting with Big Rosé. Start your morning off with a big old box of rosé as you sit down and enjoy your daytime podcast.
Our second alcoholic sponsorship is a collab between Homegrown Hops and DVX. That's right. Just when you thought beer couldn't be sparkling because it was already sparkly, they added in some champagne, Eric. It's fantastic. Homegrown Hops.
I would have to thank the smoked fish markets as we are approaching the end of the long winter. Of course, this is the first of the fake springs that we are dealing with, due to that terrible, what was it, Wiggles winter, Wiggles Wreck-It winter or something?
Yeah, the Wicked Wiggle winter. We're on the Build Back Better, Bob's Build Back Better spring.
So the fish are running in the streams again, and you don't need to smoke your fish, but thank you to the great ones of Smoking Fish Pass for getting us through the winter.
Lastly, this dumpster fire of a no-edit podcast is brought to you by the Dewdrop Mark IVs. I don't think we talked about them in this podcast, but you should get them. They're awesome. They're the new Skimo ski for The uphill, downhill, the Dewdrop Mark IVs. Anyway, this has
Are
been
you
a
sure we didn't
podcast.
talk about them? Like we had some great
Maybe.
ideas.
I'm not editing this podcast.
You
so
are
I don't
editing the
remember.
podcast, but I will say if it's not in here, I gotta thank the Panda Bears and their lovely donation to the skin technology coming out of Pimp My Skis.
That's right. That's right. The tungsten uranium construction with the radon infused skins for nighttime visibility is something else. And this is I already said all that stuff. Podcast.
We're out of here.
Yeah, we're out of here. I'm Alex.
I'm still Eric.
For the love of God, man.
Just send it. And we have to fire our recording boy.
Craig, I'm firing you.
Get fired, Craig.